must claim the crown of Carsus for ourselves, before anyone else does.
Time to press ahead.
In a word, sir. Exquisite. Almost painfully so. My body burns.
You're not swearing. Astonishing my mother and father.
Sorry, chum, can't let you through. Worms Rock's closed for the day. Ordination is what? Lord Gortash is becoming Archduke. All the peers came to pay regards. Won't be. You don't look the posh sort. Last door on the right. Go on. Make merry. Lower the gates! Special permission!
Halt! We do not know how you gained entry, but your trespass shall not be punished. Lord Gortash has been expecting you.
The Watcher's presence fades, but another takes its place. Confident, dominant, commanding.
My most esteemed guest, we meet at last. I am Lord Enver Gortash. You are the prison bearer, slayer of the dread General Ketheric Thorm. I welcome you to Baldur's Gate, my city. It already is. Granted, there are a few formalities to complete, but, well, why don't you come and see? Allow me to formally invite you to my inauguration. Make your way to the ceremonial hall.
Invitation from Gortash. We shouldn't have any more trouble from the guards.
Hells, not this again. The brain is resisting its orders. Without all three stones to control it, it will soon start acting on its own will.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
I should speak up.
If it isn't little Will's chums. I hope he hasn't been too much trouble. Heard about his father. The Dead Three's puppet. A travesty, really. He's upstairs in Worms Rock, ordaining Gortash as Archduke. A splendid shindig, I hear. Perfect for crashing. Go on up. We'll talk after. And bring the pup along, if you can. I'd hate for him to miss the fun.
The Harpers have been compromised. Jaheira's support has been invaluable. We should return it in kind. Clever. Maybe it's true. Or maybe he made an offer she could. I met her twice. The first time, chestnut hair that fluffed. The second time, even with the aid of a cane. Each step she took was a stroke victim. I asked Father later. No.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't... But that second time, her gaze never left. It could just be my imagination. But I always felt that... What, though? I couldn't say. I couldn't say. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. To exert control, you must first... These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it.
I'm up for the challenge. You've just got ready and willing.
Lord Gortash is expecting you. Please make your way to the audience chamber.
At the South Gate. Held to those exiles, cast out by their own city.
Kinspeople, Baldurians, and dearest Duke Ravengard, thank you for joining me on this exceptional day.
It's him. Gortash. This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
My father's here, Karlak. Cool your fires. He must not come to harm.
I don't want to put you in harm's way either. I'll wait for now. But that prick is going to pay.
A moment, please, my friends. An old acquaintance has come to pay her respects. Please, Karlak, come and say a proper hello.
My respects! You're lucky I've agreed not to shove my boot up your...
Ah, how I've missed your colourful turns of phrase. We must catch up just as soon as I've had words with your little friend. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding, together we can still restore authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
Hang on. We're at a strategic disadvantage here. Better to take down those machines, then rip Gortash's throat out.
Sage advice. My steel watchers take unkindly to threats, no matter how hollow. You're of little use to me, dead. But dead is exactly what you will be if you arouse the ire of my steel watch. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all 3 Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the 3 are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the Absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit. This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
Let's be allies, said the viper to the frog.
So Ketheric was ready to betray our alliance too. I can't say it comes as a surprise, but you should know this. I initiated this plot. I brought Ketheric and Orin together to create the Absolute. They knew this would only work if we stood united and coordinated our powers. Their ambition blinded them to reason. I don't suffer the same affliction. In short, you can trust me.
Gortash's eyes blink in a consistent rhythm. He stands calmly, confidently. He fully intends to share his kingdom with you.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who?
Take that with a grain of salt. This is Gortash we're talking to.
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Even horror has a home. Find her nest and slay her there. For all its charms, Baldur's Gate has long had a cancer at its heart. A hidden temple devoted to Baal. That's where Orin became what she is, where she worshipped and schemed. And now, it's where she hides from my watchers, when she's not spilling blood in the streets. You're resourceful. I trust you'll sniff it out. If the trail goes cold, follow the bodies. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. And some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. You carry the stone plucked from Merkel's chosen. Besides, I'm not ready to call you enemy. At least not yet. First, Orin the Red, bloody dagger of Baal, causes panic in the streets through killings in the Absolute's name. Next, the threat of the Absolute's monstrous armies formed by Merkel's general, Ketheric Thorn. In such circumstances, people crave strong leaders. Leaders that bring law, order, and protection. Leaders like me, Bane's unyielding hand, author of justice. You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them, all out of fear of the Absolute. Next, we will declare curfew and begin infecting the masses. Our subjects will hear the voice of their absolute God. The faithful will do anything in the name of their God. Powerful connections. Let's leave it at that. Our tyranny, and we are saviors, defenders of the Sword Coast. Our loyal subjects will love us, not hate us. What comes next will be entirely their fault. Soon. First, come and be witness as I make history. The first Archduke of Baldur's Gate. You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent? Enver Gortash, the Council appoints you Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
My friends, the Steel Watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
So there you have it. Lord Enver Gortash in all his glory. What did you make of him? Yeah. Fucker always had expensive taste. I don't know how anyone in this hall could fall for this charade. Isn't it obvious what a chancer he is? And they expect these big metal monsters to tuck them in at night while the Absolute knocks on the gates. If only they knew the truth. The Dead Three orchestrated all of this. And it's working. I wish this city, the people running it, were smarter than me. Gortash isn't their salvation. He's the monster at the gate.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you. But you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn. What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No. This isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Tyrill's first and only grand city.
First comes a vision of terror, the city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming Ravengard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
Ravengard, the real Ravengard, is in there somewhere. We can't give up on him.
Have we finished then? Help me. Ah, the black. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
Punished? Floric must be locked up somewhere, assuming she's still alive.
I stilled her tongue. That's the end of the matter.
Within Ravengard's memories, you find Councillor Floric. She is confined in a cell, right here in Worm's Rock.
The sun rises, true soul.
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words, like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients.
Keeping very well, I hope? Look after my 100. She's a We'll both of us stand by you when the time He raised me. When an emissary... This was different. Lucky for me. I understand it. Then, next I knew, He told me I found last night. By the time he's gone now. But I suppose the man I knew died.
Come to bask in the glow of the moonlight. I am free. You must face them.
Let's have a look.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead? The girl has left. She left you a letter. Hast thou other business?
A shapeshifter infiltrating our number. Like a cuckoo creeping into the nest. A dire threat, if I have. He speaks to me during my nightly meditations. He is well. Perhaps one day, you and I can both return and see it for ourselves.
If Gortash is to be believed, then even our camp isn't safe from Orin's influence. He might want to confirm the veracity of his claim, or at least...
An imposter in our camp. We must identify them. And quickly. Without trust, our fellowship is doomed to wither and die.
Our camp houses an imposter, then. Say nothing. Trust no one. Not even me. Voss has done his duty. Now, we will do ours. We must find our way to the House of Hope and take the Orphic Hammer. When we next enter the Astral Prism, we will use the hammer to break Orpheus free.
me. Go on. If you're happy, I'm happy. Are you happy? Couldn't have said it better myself. Yes?
There might be, but it's not a path I tread until we must. Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had a better idea by then. Ask it. It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And bad as that was, help there. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Which is to say, yes.
So, we have a shape changer at our camp. Good luck finding her. You could watch out for anyone acting strangely, but, well, you know the lunatics we camp with.
An imposter in our ranks. If this is true, it could be anyone. You, me. Well, not me, I know who I am. Perhaps we shouldn't take Gortash's word for granted. But if he speaks the truth, we need to be careful. Orin could have eyes and ears on us right now.
Fine. What's on your mind?
How are you holding up? Don't be so modest. I can't remember the last time.
Hope you're keeping well, friend.
Oakfather preserve you. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded. You would wrong an ally. Shameful. Oakfather preserve you.
Really?
Almost pleasant traveling with company. If you ignore all the less pleasant.
You think you're funny, do you?
Darling?
Well met.
Watch yourself. Voss is waiting beneath the...
Picked a fight. The...
Should mind my step.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
At the ready.
What's on your mind? Attention!
The pride of the gate.
There's no time to waste.
Still breathing, despite everything. If not over, then through. Here we go.
I brought my own paring knife. Now I just need some ingredients, and I'm gonna make...
Please.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Hey, you.
Yes? Let it wait until the city proper. Perhaps I'll have had...
I never quite realized how burdened I was. I was forgetting who I was. But you lifted the fog. Thank you. You. I discovered you. I have lived a very long time. I have taken... Truly? I thought you felt the same as I did. But I respect your choice. If that's how you truly feel. Your friendship remains precious to me. I understand. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge.
What's on your mind? What's on your mind? How can I help? I can only imagine what I could do were I to adopt the biology of a mind flayer. You've not taken this power for yourself. So I can only wonder, why offer it to me?
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Voss is waiting beneath the city. We'll apprise him of our progress once we have the Orphic hammer in hand.
I brought my own paring knife.
Dearest Karlak, I'd busy myself finding Orin if I were you. I'll still be here for any unfinished business once you've secured your camp.
That's it? That's all you have to say to me?
Were you hoping for something else? A word of wisdom? A hug?
Thanks to you, I don't hope for things anymore. I just take whatever it is I want. See you soon, motherfucker.
You most certainly will.
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. Rude. I'm just an impartial observer. This is Gortash's game. A murderous one, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
You know something.
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Certainly not. But she's as inevitable as Torril's path around the sun. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. We should speak with her. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Like every last patriarch of this rich city.
Master Porter, I've taken the liberty of... Oh, you're not the master. Just as well.
Well met.
Every Duke's just the same as the last. Sticking up for each other as the sky falls around us.
Gods, it must be exhausting to be so cynical.
Bruff's babbling, no time to talk.
What are you doing in here?
You notice the gnome slip a lockpick into his pocket.
You're not a fist. Go on, get out, or I'll wake the others.
to pay it back. Eventually. I needed the gold. I'm getting out of here. Taking a ferry down the coast to get me home. Those bloody crooks at the docks are charging triple, though. Danger money. It's a joke. Not by boat. It's the army marching towards us that makes things dangerous. My wife said we have to stand and fight, and I can't. I won't. I'm not made for this. I'm not a soldier. I only joined for the uniform and a warm bed. They're better off without me. I'm scared. All I want is to go home.
Except if you're a criminal, of course.
You shouldn't be in here. This barrack.
Don't like it.
I'm not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job and leave the steel watches to them.
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
I can't really glaze that pig's dear. He wasn't even hurt.
This is the armory, not a bloody open house. Trade. This equipment isn't for sale. It belongs to the Flaming Fist. Course I bloody wasn't. Too busy, or I suppose you can take a look. But make it quick. Stay. Shut. Stop around. Need some.
I'm in no time.
You might as well lock the cell. You're too late. It's over. I didn't give up. I lost. I came seeking allies to our cause. Watchers spotted me, dragged me to Alder Ravengard's husk, empty as a stare. A tadpole's puppet. Nothing more. He's spoken accusations. Apostasy, conspiracy, sedition. I'll be executed in 5 dawns. You might have unlocked my cell, but there's no escape from this place. When the people need a miracle, you cannot wait for the gods to answer. Alder's words. I'd almost forgotten. No more sulking. I know what to do. Lead me from my cell. Escort me out of Worm's Rock. I'll seek out my connections. When the city streets shatter, you'll want their blades. Well done. Lead the way.
All right, time to skulk about.
Can't afford to stay idle. Onward in her name.
What's cooking?
La la la.
Sharp as ever. Checking things out. What now? Let's move. Softer than a whisper. Don't give me trouble now. And these things have stayed interesting.
What do you want? I don't need... For...
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have. Never wanted the easy path. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Breathe deep and move. about why my eye is itching. On my way. I've got a long road ahead. With a flick of the wrist. Can't slow down. Cursed to put my hands on everything. No traps, please. No one's stopped me yet. Best be on my way. Is that blood? No, never mind. Another step forward. Let's see.
Are they going to arrest us?
Let's rehearse this one more time. Pretend I'm a fist and tell me what you were doing in the house.
Keep focused. We can talk once I'm free.
Somebody was in trouble.
That's why nothing's gonna happen to us.
Let's see what this does.
Stomping around.
Are they going to arrest us?
When you've got flaming
Say is that the witness must have been mistaken.
What path lies before?
Calm down, dear. It won't happen, I swear.
Better.
Oh, I can't really
I
please that
almost
pizza.
believed you this time.
Are the gods truly this petty?
This is far enough. The way should be clear. I can't thank you enough for getting me out of that damned prison. And for giving me courage when I'd all but run out.
It's the least we could do. Your faith in this city should inspire us all.
I will travel to the upper city. Find what allies I can. You won't fight the coming battle alone. As long as the city stands, I will stand with it. This is my promise.
You're not being paid to like it. If I were you, I'd focus on my own job. Which is to theirs.
Livestock admitted to the city must
He's
be
been fixing
surrendered.
everything.
All livestock is now
Gallows. This isn't for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
These street trash need to watch their tone. Come to have a go. Give it your best shot.
An air of decay hangs over the stooped beggar's form. The smell of rot, the smell of death.
Gold first, then you can hit me. Charge too much, people at you. Besides, I've taken enough punches for free. At least this way, I get paid something. So, you having a go or not? Then move. Let someone else have a go.
Her power waxes. Reach its zenith. Should you want it to, or otherwise?
I wonder if my old prints are still there. They could be of use to you.
mortal.
Hey, smart stuff. I'm Willoughby, the comedian. And we got a little contest here called the Laugh Riot. You want to play along? It's all about the Boffoyoks. We see who can tell the funniest stories, and the winner gets the prize. Great! I'll go first to show you how it's done, and then you can see if you can top me. Hello, Baldurians! You know, I wouldn't be here tonight, except my wife ran off with a cambion. That's right, I got fiend zoned. We used to have a drow comedian. I had to ask her to stop casting Tasha's hideous laughter on the audience. Then I asked her how many drow it takes to light a torch, and she said, none. We have dark vision. So I killed her.
The elf song patrons think that one's funny. There may be hope for you yet.
Your turn, smart stuff. Knock 'em dead, but not literally. Got me? Adequate, but no better. Didn't I tell this joke already? Big jokes are never wrong. Well done.
A single person applauds from the back of the room, probably out of pity.
Sorry, smart stuff. No joy for you, I'm afraid. But that sounds like job security for me. What you get if you cross an owl bear with a bugbear? An owl bug. You get it? Hey, would it kill you to laugh a little?
See Alan at the bar for drinks. I'm busier than a two-pack.
Aye, aye. Pull up a seat. If you can find one spare, that is. With all this talk of war, what else are folk to do but drink? I reckon the murder we'd had something to do with it too. Got punters all intrigued. On that morbid note, what can I get you fine self? Going to make this place famous, I reckon. Victim is a bloody duke. Boleyn Stelmane. Well, she was a duke. Now she's just bloody. I reckon I'll be able to charge double for that room once the constable's done with it. Murders and ghosts are always grand for business. At least, I hope. I tell you what, the murder upstairs has brought some punters, but it's also really spooked folk out of renting rooms. If we get you staying up there, perhaps folk will calm down and realise there's naught to worry about. You can have the whole upstairs floor until this killer thing blows over. Charity! In Baldur's Gate! Good one.
Keep your voice down about the bloody murder upstairs.
Top floor's all yours. If it gets a bit too noisy at night, well, don't sleep above a pub. Welcome back. What can I do you for? I reckon I'll... At least, I hope. It's been slim pickings since the Absolute butchered that supply convoy. But have a look. Fill your boots, mate.
Damn rats. Oi, you! I thought I asked you to clean the rats out of this cellar yesterday already. Hop to it. Get in there. Speak? To the filthy vermin who are ruining my stock? Well, think not. Oh, go on. Nothing better to practice your skills on than a few rats. Chef Revere still hears squeaking. No, I need them rats taken care of. Here's the deal. I'll keep a lookout for murderers. You murder the rats.
Look, Tambourine. A servant comes to help us. Kill those rats, would you? When they're dead, the other servants will feed us.
No time for playing with cats, especially lazy
Hello, servant ape. Would you kill those rats, please? Their presence vexes me.
We've also got some fruit this time.
Yes.
Apples. Nice, fresh ones and all. Don't think I've had crisp apples.
I'm heating up. Cry about it.
psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
Get Yankee. Blackie
Sooner
has
or
found
later,
us.
even the
Get
hunters
rid of them,
return from
quickly.
the dead.
We will be ready.
In the meantime, tear every brick out in the region. If it doesn't come, we must find evidence of its whereabouts.
Blade at the ready. Can't give up now. Got a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
What a pleasant surprise. Here you are, as brazen as described. The gloomed soul who thieved from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Most illithids prefer to dominate their thralls through transformation. Yet here you stand, untransformed. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude? You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
What are you doing?
My dear child, I already know all there is to know. I will liberate you from your puppet master, Shamazala Blackith!
Where Wargas failed to kill you, I won't make the same mistake.
Knees high.
just what to do. One day I'll catch a break.
Smell blood. You're not gonna like this, mate.
Victor's path. You've made a grave mistake.
Vlaakir is relentless. You handled her well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces.
I'll fill that one later. What's in here? Need to find a way